Talking about some helpful tips on how to eat healthier. So this is going to be a follow-up video to my previous video where I talked about, what did I talk about in my previous video? Some music. Put on your favorite jams and just go dance crazy. Well, anyway.
You may not know me, but I know you. And I'm aware how strange that sounds.
My bun is cricket. So my first tip is to incorporate more vegetables into your diet. Before you turn my video off, let me explain. To incorporate veggies into your diet is to incorporate it into what you already eat. Then we'll be talking about food in the background. Instead of having those not so healthy sides, just replace that with some vegetables. So you can have chicken tenders with broccoli or a cheeseburger and a side salad or something like that. Monitor your carbohydrates intake. And you don't have to necessarily restrict I keep looking at the TV. You restrict yourself completely, but just pay attention to how much you're eating in a day when it comes to sugars. And carbohydrates is anything that is, think of it like this, anything that may contain flour or sugar. Like sodas has a lot of sugar in it, that's carbohydrates. Bread, cookies, cakes, pies, my favorite stuff. When we eat it, our body converts it into sugar. So if you have coffee when you get up in the morning and you put, I always say coffee, but I forget to say if you put sugar in your coffee, because you can have plain coffee, that doesn't matter. So just monitor your carbohydrate intakes. Like if you want to have dessert at dinner time, skip dessert during breakfast and during lunch. If you want to have a soda during lunch, just make sure at dinner you just drink some water. My next tip is a big one, and it is portion control. Not only is it important for you to monitor the types of food that you're consuming, but you also need to monitor how much you're consuming. This mostly applies to foods like fats and breads, meat. Say for instance, like if you cook a meatloaf and you want to know how much you should be eating, just use the palm of your hand as a gauge, and that's the size of meat that you should cut for yourself to eat. When it comes to breads and things like that, just have one serving. Like instead of having, 5 slices of bread or 5 dinner rolls, just have one. That's the best way you can cut down on breads. Another thing you can do to help monitor your portions is to not eat from large containers like a big bag of chips or a big bag of cookies. Just take out as much as you can grasp with one hand, put that on a paper towel, put that in a Ziploc bag, because it's very easy to overeat when you're eating directly from the bag. So just grab some and put the rest away so that you don't consume too many calories. Another simple tip that you can use is to cook with a variety of spices, which help to bring out different layers of flavor in your food, and it helps you to avoid using too much salt. And foods with high salt content leads to water retention and high blood pressure. So use a variety of different spices. Spices like turmeric and cardamom, black pepper, saffron. There's so many different spices out there that you can use. They actually help to keep your body clean of toxins and keep your hormones balanced. So they're really good for you. They don't just add flavor, but they're actually good for you too. So experiment with different herbs and spices. Find a few that you really like and use them at every opportunity when you're cooking your own food. Another very important tip when eating healthy is to be prepared. When you're on the go, if you're going to school, if you're going to work, always have some fruit, some nuts, a protein bar, a nutritional bar. Have something handy with you so that you don't reach for food that's readily available that may not be so healthy for you, like cupcakes or things like that. You'll have something with you to snack on to help curb your cravings, keep you satisfied between meals, and you're being consistent with the process of trying to eat better foods for yourself. Another very important tip is to stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. A lot of people don't know how much water they should be drinking, but just take your body weight, however much you weigh, divide that in half, and that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking, or roughly that amount. Water plays such a critical role in every aspect, every function of our body. Metabolism function, it helps our digestive system function, it plays a vital role in our skin, weight loss, weight management. So just make sure you're drinking enough and make sure you're being consistent. Use this information as a part of your daily, whatever your daily lifestyle or your daily dietary habits are. Just implement these tips into what you already do. And don't worry if you mess up on your diet, or if you eat something that makes you feel bad about yourself, or if you just go crazy one day with a bunch of junk food, or don't get upset about it. You have tomorrow to start completely over again. Every day you have to eat food. For the rest of your life you're going to be eating. So that means for the rest of your life you have an opportunity to get it right. So the next time you feel bad about something you ate, just think about that instead of I give up. I don't want to do it anymore.